All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Let's get right into this video, so let's play it.
From America doesn't know how to succeed without conflict. When growth slows, the answer isn't building at home, it's intervention abroad. Wars become business, weapons become exports, instability becomes strategy. Real power comes from building something people want to be a part of, not from forcing the world to fall in line. And that's the difference. China builds, America interferes. China has infrastructure America could only dream of. I mean, look at this. Look at this metro station. It's incredible. Here, infrastructure doesn't just move people, it improves everyday life, from ultra-dense transport networks to intelligent urban systems. Shanghai shows how new infrastructure quietly powers a megacity, faster, smarter, and seamlessly woven into daily life. And meanwhile, in America, their metro system looks like this.
That's definitely somebody paid here. Subway art on here. Alright. Hi.
So it says, it's easy to understand E wasted his kingdom on wasting his time in war, and Moab built up in his kingdom. Right, so as you can see, Esau has, actually let's get the scripture out. Genesis chapter 27, and when it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau's other son, and said unto him. Now we're gonna skip this, and we're gonna get to the blessing. Right. Salakia. Alright. It says right here. And Isaac his father said unto him, Who art thou? He said, I am thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled, because what happened was Jacob supplanted Isaac, and Isaac ended up getting the blessing. Really, the blessing was meant for Jacob, because this was how Yahweh determined it to be, right? So it says, and Isaac trembled very exceedingly, and said, Who? Where is he that hath taken the venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten all before thou camest, and have blessed him, yea, and he shall be blessed. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety, and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he has taken away my blessing. Right? And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? It says right here. Right. It says right here, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Right, so as you can see, if you switch back to this video, Slovakia, Esau gained all of his wealth from his sword. He gained the fatness of his blessing, the fatness of the earth, from stealing, interfering, and taking people's resources away by force. Right? Esau, the way Esau deals with people is he'll just come and take it. He'll just come and interfere. He'll just come do it by violence. Right? This is why, other nations, given enough time, usually do better than Esau. Right? For instance, China, a couple of decades ago, was was basically just a farmland. And now China looks like they really are in the future. Unlike Esau, is America's deteriorating, right? There's so much ghetto everywhere now. Things are going crazy expensive, and it's because the only way Esau can maintain his empire is through violence, is through the way of his sword, right? So right here, um, Revelation chapter 18, verse 17, and in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught. Every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors and as many as traded by sea stood afar off, right? Because through Esau, other nations became rich that dealt with him. But it's coming a time where other nations, the nations of the world, are going to get sick of Esau, and they're no longer going to want to deal with him anymore, right? And in due time, in 1 hour, America will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. It says right here, uh, Revelation chapter 18, verse 11, right? Says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Right? America would be no more. Right? And Esau will have fulfilled his his um his blessing, right? And the next will be Jacob, who will rule forever under Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. When I say Jacob, I mean the Israelites. So if this lesson was edifying, all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.